I've got computer problems again, so stay tuned and I'll show you a free, easy fix on this one computer problem that you might have. So stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. In this DIY Backyard Mechanics series, I'm going to show you how I fix my laptop computer. My problem is my U key will not function. Now this started when I put a new motherboard on my computer. So once replacing the motherboard, I put everything back together, so I thought. And then I loaded Windows 10. I thought maybe it was a driver issue because my U, uppercase and lowercase, would not work. I had to press the Alt button down and press 117 to get a lowercase u on every time I typed something for the past year. And for me to get a capital U, I had to hold the Alt button down and press 85 to get a capital U. And then to add insult to injury, my 0 key started malfunctioning, and with it the close parentheses symbol. So I could not do a 0 or a close parentheses symbol at all in the last month. I want to note that every time I power up my computer keyboard, sometimes there's an internal alarm that comes on, and my touchpad does not operate until I press the escape button or the ESC button, and then it starts functioning. I don't know what causes that. So I scoured the internet to trying to find out what the problem was. At first I thought it's a driver issue because it's only a select few keys, okay? So I researched drivers. It wasn't the driver issue. It wasn't Windows 10 issue. It wasn't anything. So what I decided to do, after thinking on it, I decided I'm going to go ahead and remove my keyboard, clean the connector on the ribbon cable, and replace the keyboard. So this is a simple, free trick on how to try to get your malfunctioning keyboard operational again. Before I start disassembling my laptop, I want to make sure there's no power source to it at all. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure it's off, and then remove the battery, make sure that power cord's unplugged also. Remove this strip right here. I used a box opener. It's the tool I had available to be able to pry up one side, and carefully lift that off with a Phillips screwdriver. You're going to need a small one. And then once you get the strip off, it exposes 4 screws that are underneath of there. Those are the only 4 screws that you have to remove from your computer, your keyboard. So once I remove the 4 screws, I can carefully lift up the keyboard, slide it back, and it exposes the ribbon cable and the connector point where the ribbon cable connects into the motherboard. To release this ribbon cable, all you have to do is take these little white tabs, push back to unlock that ribbon cable, and then you can just slide that ribbon cable off of there. So this ribbon connector right here is all I would do is take a soft cloth with some isopropyl alcohol or rubbing alcohol and clean my lead edge here, and then reinstall it. Now that I have that connector all cleaned, I'm going to go ahead and make sure it's seated in there good and proper and all the way back. I'm going to squeeze those 2 little tabs into where it's going to lock that ribbon cable into place on its connector to the motherboard. And then we're going to go ahead and carefully tilt the keyboard back into place, making sure those little tabs go back into their proper seated area. The screw holes should line up perfectly. We're going to go ahead and attach the screws. And then I'm going to replace this strip to cover the screws. The last thing to do is power it up and give it a test. Once it's powered up, I'm going to go to a Microsoft Word or Notebook app, and I'm going to test my keys Lowercase u works. Uppercase u works. Fantastic. My 0 works. And my parenthesis works. Give a test on all my keys. They're all functional. Now we'll see if this keypad works. Yes, it works. Awesome. The U works. Uppercase, lowercase. The 0 works. The closed parenthesis works. I think we're in business. I'm very pleased that my laptop is now fully functional once again, so I can finish now that book I've been working on. That's another story. I'm Jerry Hansen, your host here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I want to thank you for joining me on this Backyard Mechanics series on fixing a simple fix on a motherboard. And this was free, it didn't cost a cent. Just a little bit of labor, that's it, but it's fixed, fully functional. So check out our other videos on YouTube. You can also follow us on social media. We're all over Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Reddit. And we're also found on Blogger. Don't forget to share our videos. That really helps the channel out greatly. It doesn't cost you a cent. And also liking the channel helps out our channel a lot also. Leave your comments. We love reading your comments. And subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you in more videos. Bye-bye.